Welcome back. More first round action. It's time for Roode versus Roode. Glorious versus Ravishing.
Is a king of the ring first round match. Making his way to the ring from Robbinsdale, Minnesota. Weighing in at 263 pounds. Rick Roode.
Ravishing Rick Roode making his way to the ring for this first round matchup against Bobby Roode. As we said, it's Roode versus Roode. Ravishing versus Glorious. Rick versus Bobby. Rick Roode versus Bobby Roode. Ravishing Rick Roode, a multi-time world champion, U.S. champion, intercontinental champion, but never a king of any ring. But this week could be his week to become a king of fantasy warfare by winning the Royals of the Ring tournament. But he's got a tall order up against him here in the first round as you hear the crowd get going.
Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds,
the glorious Robert Roode, excuse me, making his way to the ring here today for first round action against Ravishing Rick Roode. Bobby Roode himself, a multi-time champion in the world of professional wrestling, holding the Impact Wrestling World Championship at a time where it was known as the TNA World Championship. He's been the NXT champion. He's been a tag team champion. He's held multiple championships, but much like his opponent here in the first round, he has never been a king. And that could change here this week if he is able to survive the 3 rounds of the Royals of the Ring tournament, starting with a victory here over Ravishing Rick Roode in the opening round. Time will tell whether he's able to pull off such a feat, and it will be no easy feat to topple Ravishing Rick Roode, one of the most vicious competitors to ever step foot in the ring. Everything the man does looks like it hurts. Even a simple shove looks like it has the potential to break your collarbone. He was trying for a throat thrust right away, gonna break a man's Adam's apple. Get him right in the thorax. Nice, perfect neck breaker by Bobby Roode. Robert Roode looking to avoid having his throat punched in by Ravishing Rick Roode. The winner of this contest will take on the winner of our second, our last, this is our second to last, of our last first round contest. That'll be coming up next, Rob Van Dam and Kenny Omega. The winner of this matchup will meet the winner of that one. And just as a quick note, Kenny Omega's IWGP World Heavyweight Championship is not on the line in this one because it is tournament action. It is not a standard singles match here in Fantasy Warfare. Therefore, Kenny Omega will not be defending the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship here today. Oh, driving that knee right into the tailbone of Robert Roode, but Rick Roode catches a back elbow by Robert Roode. Glorious now looking to dominate the Ravishing one as he chokes him across the top rope. Neither one of these two men overwhelmingly favorites with the crowd. Robert Roode does get the crowd on his side for the theme song, of course. Once the bell rings, they don't tend to always agree with his tactics. And, well, the crowd's never really agreed with the tactics of Ravishing Rick Roode as he has Robert Roode up. Oh, nice shoulder breaker. Robert with a nice dragon screw on Rick. Rick with a kick to the side of Robert's head, and then driving that knee right across the bridge of the nose of the Glorious One. Ravishing Rick Roode tried for a kick. He got caught and taken down. These two are going literally tit for tat here. Neither man has really been able to have a firm offensive control in this one. It's been back and forth. The blows have been, well, devastating. About to say they've been ravishing. Well, in the case of Rick Rude, his have been ravishing as he hits another shoulder breaker. Oh, that's a knee that could turn the tide. A hard knee to the side of the head of Robert Roode. That could be all Rick needs to turn the tide here in the first round of the Royals of the Ring tournament. Roode now driving that shoulder into Roode's stomach. What were we thinking booking two Roodes in the same match here? Which Roode is doing what? Well, I guess that's up to the viewer to figure out as we go along there, as long as they're familiar with them. Ravishing Rick Rude with the choke, followed by a big-time knee that appears to have split Robert Roode open. He's got him up and got him down. Big-time pile driver by Ravishing Rick Rude. He gets down into the cover on Robert Roode, and he gets the count of 3. Doesn't even bust out the Rude Awakening to get the victory in that one. He just split a man's face open and then hit him with a pile driver to get the victory here in the first round. So Ravishing Rick Rude advances to the semifinals, where he will meet the winner of our next matchup that starts in just a moment. It's going to be Rob Van Dam and Kenny Omega in our final first round matchup of the Royals of the Ring tournament, and it starts coming up next.